fellow Sasstopians and members of the media. Thank you all for coming. We know that things have been off in Sasstopia for the past few weeks, and we have been working diligently behind the scenes to figure out what is going on. We're addressing the recent surge in unusual behavior across the city. I'm going to have leadership from different departments brief you.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. A few weeks ago, our sensors detected the initial rise in hustle culture toxins. As you know, rising HCT levels are a concern for Sasstopia, where we pride ourselves on living a calmer, softer life. What began as small fluctuations has become a steady climb. Rest cycles are dipping, tension is rising, and our readings show the toxins are now affecting decision-making areas of the brain.
We've confirmed multiple digital leaks pushing outdated hustle propaganda. Citizens are consuming subtle messages encouraging all-nighters, no rest December, and finish the year strong. These messages weren't created in Sasstopia, meaning they're coming from outside our borders. There has been some type of infiltration.
Our wellness ward is reporting more drop-ins than usual. People are overloaded, overstimulated, and second-guessing their right to breathe. Calm levels are dropping faster than we can stabilize them.
Thank you, team. So here's what we know. We caught the spike early. We traced the algorithm glitches. Now we're seeing the first behavioral shifts. Restlessness, irritability, and yes, productivity obsession.
At this stage, mild burnout has already been reported. If citizens feel pressured to do more, prove themselves, or earn rest, they're advised to step back immediately.
We also suggest that you tune out hustle and grind content. Avoid competitive conversations about performative output. And if you start feeling guilty about resting, seek support.
As Sasstopia was built so we don't go down the road the outside world is burning through. Please remember to stay grounded. And above all, remember, hustle and grind mode is not a personality. Ease is not the enemy. We'll get through this. Any questions?
Hi, Priya and Jax. Can I talk to you both? I can't do this anymore. I thought the internship would be challenging, but this? Every time I finish something, someone adds 3 more tasks. Consider this my last day.
Wait, you're quitting? Today? Right now?
Yes, I've pulled 4 late nights this week. 4, and nobody even noticed I was still online at 2 a.m. monitoring the chats. People kept saying, "Great hustle." I came to Sasstopia for this internship because I thought I would get great experience. I thought I would get meaningful experience without the performative grind. I would have accepted something closer to home if I knew Sasstopia was like everywhere else.
Lena, oh my goodness. I hate that you've been feeling this way. You should have said something. We just thought you were really ambitious. We know that when people come to work in Sasstopia, they bring that hustle and grind mentality. We try to create an environment where you feel like you can do great work, not just pretend to be busy. Who made you feel that way?
That's the thing. I am ambitious, but I thought that I could gain valuable experience and grow in my career without the performative hustle. But I feel just as tired here in Sasstopia as I did at other internships. I really thought things would be different. And I kept ignoring the signs because everyone around me looked so busy. I thought I had to match the energy.
No, you don't. You never did. This isn't normal. You definitely came at an interesting time in Sasstopia. We've been experiencing rising levels of hustle culture toxins for the past few weeks. I just chalked it up to the end of the year business, but it seems like something else is in the air. We are very sorry that you feel this way and want you to stay. We have valued your contributions, Lena, but we don't want to pressure you or make you feel like you have to grind harder than most. That's not how we get down in Sasstopia. And
Well, right now I'm really tired, so I definitely need to leave early to rest. I will think about whether or not to stay.
We hope that you stay, Lena. You deserve to be here, and you deserve to build a career outside of the hustle.
Thank you. I will keep that in mind.
OMG, Lourdes. I'm running on 2 hours of sleep, but guess what? I finished all 5 assignments. It feels so good to be ahead.
Only 2 hours, Riley? Such an amateur. I haven't slept since Tuesday. I am powered by adrenaline and academic honors. Must get good grades to get into my top school of choice.
Hold up. Are we bragging about this? I thought Sasstopia banned sleep deprivation and flexing about hustle culture mindsets. These are not things we should be bragging about, y'all.
I don't know. Right now, I feel like if I rest, I will fall behind. If I'm getting more schoolwork, what am I supposed to do? Not do it and fail?
And honestly, if we want top scores, we can't just rest. I kind of feel like this softer, less grindy way of living wasn't gonna last that long anyway.
What are you talking about, Lourdes? That's literally why Sasstopia was built. To help people who wanted to escape the toxicity of hustle culture. So yes, you can. I feel like people are falling for propaganda. Truth be told, there's been a rise in HCT levels, and someone is trying to infiltrate Sasstopia. I overheard it when I was at the Office of Ease a few weeks ago. Don't you notice the recent bulletins about glitchy algorithms and reminders to get rest?
I don't know. Right now, I feel like if I rest, I will fall behind. If I'm getting more schoolwork, what am I supposed to do? Not do it and fail?
See? That's hustle culture talking. You're not behind. Something strange is going on. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
I get it, Meal, but I can't wait for them to figure out what's going on. I just have to keep up.
Your choice. But don't forget that I warned you about all of this. Hate to see you burn out because someone is trying to mess with our lives in Sasstopia.
Madam Mayor, workplaces are reporting output spikes followed by collapses. People are pushing themselves past healthy limits. It feels a productivity pandemic is on the horizon.
For sure. And schools are seeing competition again. Students have been bragging about pulling all-nighters. We are getting reports that study halls are overflowing and students are staying late for school, not for activities, not for sports, to do homework. You know there is a problem.
What are these students thinking? The last thing we need is a bunch of stressed out teens. We definitely try to protect them in Sasstopia, knowing what we know about the rising mental health crisis happening in other parts of the world. And people doing the most at work? This is serious.
We're trying to intervene without performing any lockdowns, but people keep saying they don't want to fall behind. Behind what? We don't even track productivity here. This is getting to be a bit much.
The latest HCT reports show levels are steady rising. I hate that this is the trend and that we might have to take tougher measures. It would mean a bringing out the heavy artillery, and I really don't want to do that.
Well, Mayor, the HCT levels can't rise too far or it will be pure chaos. Everyone will be walking around like zombies because they are so tired and burned out. People will stop taking care of themselves and their homes. We'll start looking like every other city filled with struggle, blight, crime. We haven't even talked about the crime. We need your authorization to expand burnout prevention protocols.
Authorized. Increase check-ins. Boost ease messaging. Deploy grounding kits to high-risk sectors. You are right. We need to set up a meeting with the Diva Special Ops team to start talking about how to get in front of this and also to investigate the source of these rising HCT levels. It's just so strange that things are happening now that we've been more lax with our borders.
What if the divas tell us that we have to find the source and wage a rebellion?
So then we face it head on, not with fear, with intelligence. I'll outsiders that think hustle culture is their greatest weapon will not infiltrate what we have going on over here. At least not forever. We didn't start out with grind, and we won't let it take us over. Not under my watch.